ComfortTV.channel. This is an interesting spot where you get everything from entertainment to information and education. So, yes, if you have not subscribed, kindly do that right now. Hit the subscribe button so that you don't miss out on any of our interesting programs. My name is Faith. Welcome today to Ladies Crib. Ladies Crib is a program that seeks to open the eyes of young women and girls to successful insights on how to live their lives, whether business, career, or relationships. Anything from your fashion sense to your style to gossip, you find it right here on Ladies Crib. I'm your host, and I've got Oma with me today on the show.
Hi, Sugar. It's nice to be here.
Yes, it's good to have you, Oma. We're going to talk about something very interesting today, and I hope you stick it up with us. Don't think about leaving yet. Today, we want to talk about living on a budget. Yes, did you hear that? A lot of people don't like to talk about budgeting. You think it's boring or it's restrictive. Nobody wants to live on a budget. Say, I'm here for the soft life. And a lot of those girls like to say, we're here for the soft life. But Oma, when you hear living on a budget, what comes to your mind?
Well, basically, when I hear living on a budget, what comes to my mind is, per se, what you're able to earn at a particular time, and then you know that, for example, let's say you're earning 10,000 naira a month, and you know that you have to pay for your bills, your rent, your utilities and all, and you also have to save, let's say, 2,000 naira out of it. So basically, roughly, you should just zero your mind that when your salary comes, you have just roughly 5,000 naira to spend. So basically, everything you have to do has to be within that 5,000 naira. That is budgeting. But then when you start living outside, you start saying, oh, you want to get this, you want to get that. That is living outside your budget. So living within your budget is actually knowing what you earn and living within it inside.
Simply put, just knowing what you earn and living within that means your expenses, every other thing you're splurging, even when you want to spoil yourself, it has to be within. Yes, what you. But a lot of us girls don't want to live that kind of life. We think it's boring, it's restrictive. You see them reaching out to get hair that's beyond what they can afford, makeup, clothes, and shoes, because for them it's the baby girl life, and that's what they deserve. What do you have for such people?
I think that's indiscipline. When you start disciplining yourself, you cultivate that habit of living within your budget. Trust me, you're not going to have any issue trying to live within that, and it's not going to be like it's a punishment given to you because you've cultivated the attitude of living
more like a habit.
Exactly, more like a habit, a tradition, right? So when you one of the dangers of living outside your budget is that it renders you it creates home for things that are not supposed to be there. Like it could make you broke. Poverty. If you're trying to build a brand, you're trying to build yourself, build your accounts, get a project and all. So I think you should live within your budget, because if you do not do that, you will end up going into the streets, being broke, and that's not what we want.
Well, you heard it there from Amma. Not living within your budget and wanting things that are beyond your means is indiscipline.
That's indiscipline.
But you see this topic about living on the budget. Why do you think many young women and girls find it boring? They don't want to talk about it. They don't want to have these kind of discussions where you talk about, hey, cut your coat according to your size, wear your shoe according to your whatever. Some people don't want to have this kind of discussion. Why do they think it's boring and it restricts them?
Well, I think it's peer pressure to some, right? Some it still narrows down to indiscipline, not being disciplined. Now, when I say peer pressure, you see, for example, maybe Tommy Care is getting a hair of like 1.5, and then Olu is getting another hair of, let's say, 2.5, and then you're earning 200k. And because you want to live within that means, you end up using the whole money to get hairs every month because you just want to live that baby girl's lifestyle. And some of them end up going into things that they would not be really proud of when it comes out to the public, because they want to live that high class chic babe lifestyle. Now, when you become satiable, like when you're insatiable, it becomes a problem. But when you're satiated with what you have, you contented with what you have, living within your budget wouldn't be a problem for you. You wouldn't be ashamed of wearing same hair for over a year, because I mean, you probably got that hair by yourself and you're achieving something, you're doing great things. You cannot compare yourself with Tommy Care that is always buying hairs. Maybe people are always gifting her, or maybe she's always using her. You cannot two persons that
you shouldn't even be bothered with
you shouldn't
how
be bothered.
gets her money.
Exactly, you shouldn't even
be bothered with increasing yours.
Just, and lots of people when they caution them about things, indiscipline, and they take fault to it, right? They get offended. That's why most people go astray, and there's no one to correct them, because once they are corrected, they take offense to it.
But who's to blame for this? Let's talk about social media and the part social media is playing in influencing how women spend money today. Because today when you go on social media, everything you see is beautiful and flashy. And this temptation to want to replicate that in your life. You just feel, this is how I should live. This is what I should be doing. You're not thinking about the how. Can I afford this? Can I not afford this? You put unnecessary pressure on yourself.
Now, outside, I'll come back to your question, but outside the social media space, I think your first teacher are your parents, right? The home you were in which you were raised. Now, if you grew up in a home where you saw your father and your mom being contented with what they have, they are not trying to borrow. They are not trying to live an extravagant life. They are just contented, and then they impute such training to you and telling you that, dear friend, you're going to grow up being contented, right?
Well, some people say I'm not here to suffer.
Yeah, but then
I am not a sufferhead.
If you grow up seeing your mom work hard
for her
money, you see your dad take care of his wife, take care of you guys, you would be forced to. There are some cultures in a home that builds a child, right? But then if you're not properly guided at home, that is when you get so and easily influenced by social media.
So does social media influence how women spend money today?
To an extent, it does. To an extent, the family does. So if you're not really, if you're not from a strong home, or if you don't have a strong foundation, you can easily get influenced, right? And take note that these social media stuff, these are all content, most of them, not saying all of them, but most of them, they just show you what
social media tells me to buy this hair.
Yes,
social media tells me to buy this
exactly.
Social media says, try this dress. This is the trending kind of trousers.
They show you what they feel like you would want to see. But in reality, that is not it. Okay. They are two different things. So if you're living, it's just like living inside Korean movies. Come on, we know that in Korean movies it's just about love. But we know that real life might not be as real. Exactly, it might not be as real. So if you're bringing in fiction into real life, there are consequences.
All right, thank you, Oma. She's really speaking passionately about living on the budget. And let's remind you, you're still on to ComfortTV.channel, and you should already have hit that subscribe button. Give this video a like and make sure you share with your friends. So back to our discussion, Oma. Can you tell us practical things women can do? Practical things women can do to manage their money better without feeling like, hey, I'm suffering, or I'm having the worst life ever. I am too broke.
So first of all, you have to be determined that this is what you want to do. Map out what you want to do. Set goals. Set reasonable goals. Set goals that you know you can, achievable goals, right? So let's start with the small goals, the little goals. Maybe I want to save up for my rent, something like that. And then, how much is your rent? Your rent is 200K. How much do you earn a month? And let's say you earn 50K a month. You can decide to be bringing out, once the salary comes, you bring out 5,000 or 10,000 naira. before then, before the year elapses or your next rent, you should be able to cover up. And trust me, you'll be happy you did. There's this joy that comes with achieving something.
You know
that
where this money is going.
Do you understand?
You shouldn't feel deprived.
Exactly.
You know where the money
Let me
is
take
going.
myself for example. I have goals here. I have projects I think I want to do. So if funds are coming in and I'm like, no, 5,000, let me just remove it and send it. I'm sending it to another account I do not have access to, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then it's still me that is going to see the balance, and I'm smiling. I'm like, I'm achieving my goal.
where this
Do you
money
get?
is going.
Before you know it, you cultivate that culture of saving, and it doesn't become a problem. It
So
won't.
how do I live the soft life like this, Emma? Let's be
You
be
can.
realistic.
All right, so you have to you can still have a soft life. You can still have a soft life even on with your limited budget, right? So for me, I love to spoil myself on ice cream dates. And I mean, come on, they are cheap. They are very affordable ice cream. It's, in the end, it's still ice cream, right? You don't have to go
More
for
like
exactly
affordable ways to treat yourself.
exactly. You can do lots of things for fun. Treat yourself, but remember, let it be there that I'm on a budget, so it has to be things that are affordable. Do you understand? Affordable things. When they say, cheaper things are not, they still have very affordable things that when you dress, even when you dress, the way you dress, you can buy things that are very affordable and you dress and it is not.
You still look classy.
Exactly, you look classy. So it is you that will bring out the classiness in whatever it is
you're wearing.
Do you understand me? So they have affordable things. You can treat yourself. You can live that baby girl soft life on a budget, spending affordably, getting affordable things. So yeah.
Yeah, I guess Elma already put it out. There's nothing more to add. Girl, it's all in your head.
Mm-hmm.
It's the mindset. The value you place on something is what is the value is going to get. So if your budget says, hey, get something that's a little bit cheaper, you can bring out the class in it, make it good. It mustn't be about the label. Remember, living on the budget is the best way a girl can actually take care of herself. And you heard it here from us first on Ladies Crib. Trust us, it really works. I hope you really apply it in your life from here on out. And we hope to catch you on another episode of Ladies Crib. Thank you, Oma.
Thank you so much.
Yes, my name's Faith. Remember, you're still on the ComfortTV.channel, the best place where you get value. Please like, subscribe, and share this video. And see you next time.